Project Settings. Press the P key to open Project Settings. Under Extra Files, we have settings about how many files and which files we want to create when saving. Super Simple Export exports each layer into its own ping file, a composite file for each level, and a JSON file for each level. Personally, I haven't used it. Should they be in a single file? Should they be split? Should we export a regular image for each level? Should we save the level's background image, an image that may appear behind the tiles? How should we name the files? LDtk also supports exporting to tiled TMX, a file that can be used in Tiled, a different map editor program. More technical details about how to save files are located under Project Settings, like 1. What file extension to use. 2. Where to save backups. 3. How many backup files. 4. Whether we should minify the output JSON file or save it in a readable format. Identifiers Format Convention allows you to customize how identifiers are cased. Uppercase, lowercase, etc. There's a user custom commands section that allows you to run an external command or program when saving the file. For example, a program to convert your LDtk file into something usable by your game engine. The Workspace Settings contains useful default settings about our project's work area. Number 1. Default layer grid will automatically use this size as the height and width for a grid unit by default when you create a new layer. In LDtk, each layer can have a different size grid for different size tiles. If most of your tiles are a specific size, you can set that here. Number 2. Default entity size. Entities could be things like a player spawn point, an enemy, an in-game item, etc. Each entity can have its own individual size. This will set the default size used when creating a new entity in the entity screen. Number 3. Default level identifiers set how each level is named and referenced. Number 4. The workspace background color will change the background color of LDtk. This is what shows up behind your levels. You can adjust this however you see fit. Number 5. The default level BG color sets the background color used by default when creating a new level. I've noticed this can be a bit buggy. I generally don't use it. Number 6. Default pivot point for new entities sets where you'd like the pivot point for your entities to be. The pivot point is the location where the entity will actually get placed down in your map. So if you pick the top left corner, that means that you want your entity to be placed where the top left corner of it falls on your grid. This will become clear once we start working with entities.